There goes the alarm ringing in my head.
Hey guys, it's Ava. Sorry I look kind of weird right now. I saw this video idea, like a lot of people have done this, where they like talk about something while they're doing their makeup. But you know, like, it takes me a long time to do all of my makeup, so I just did like my face makeup and my eyebrows, and then I'm just gonna do my eye makeup on camera while I talk about the subject of the day. So basically this video is about, I'm gonna give some advice about how to tell if you're either being emotionally abused or if you are emotionally abusing someone. Just a little shout out to my ex-boyfriend's friends, because I know some of you watch my videos. This is not supposed to be a stab towards him. I'm not going to point him out. I'm not going to say which ones I've experienced or anything like that. And I'm not going to say which one. I've done some of these things too. I'm not going to do that. So don't even get your dicks in a twist, okay? Okay. Anyways, a big one would be if whenever you get upset with them about anything, even if it's super small, or whether it's super big or what, or even if they know they're wrong, they can't take the blame. Like, it's just so impossible, and somehow they're just always turning the situation back to you, and anything that bad that has happened basically in their life, or basically in the relationship, or anything that they put all the blame on you. And then another thing is they take something small that may have happened and blow it up. They just blow it up, and it's like, you didn't text me back this one time. I'm gonna throw a fucking fit for like 6 hours. That's not love. That's called being controlled. To the shout out to the people, if you feel like you do this, like you freak out super easily about stuff, I suggest just take a step back from your relationship and ask yourself why you're so insecure and upset, and like why you just get upset super easily is my advice. And just talk it out with the person. If you think you are emotionally abusing them, ask them how they feel about certain things that you do. Most people who are emotionally abusing people just don't really realize it because it's not like a huge thing that's talked about. You know, it's, you know, the bigger ones like sexual abuse and like actual physical abuse get talked about a lot more, but emotional abuse is real, and I think it needs more attention, and I think it can be pretty serious. Even if you're not in a relationship, you can be emotionally abusive. If you are pressuring people to be with you and like you're like saying things like you're gonna kill yourself or cut yourself or hurt yourself in any way if this person is not gonna date you, you're being emotionally abusive. It's not good, and it's just not good, dude. I have not gotten much of my makeup done here because I'm busy talking. But yeah, no, and just a big thing of emotional abuse is if you are pressuring someone in, or if someone is pressuring you into doing things you don't want to do. Like they're telling you like, I love you, just do it, or I love you, why can't you just do this? That is messing with your brain, and that is just not good. Another thing is, if you ever get in a disagreement and they do something that makes you feel really bad for like fighting with them, like they take pills when they get like when you get super upset with them or something, they take pills and they shut their phone off just so you sit there and worry and worry and worry. Like, that is such a big bad move, dude. Bad move. Another big one is if your problems are never a big deal to them. Like, they don't care about they don't really care about your problems, and anytime that you talk about something that's bothering you, it's suddenly turned on to them about how everything is worse for them, and that you basically have no right to be sad because everything is so much worse for them. And they just basically don't let you have your own feelings about stuff. Emotional abusers are insecure people, and I've been there. I've been not the best in relationships, and yes, I was very insecure, but I have taken a step back, and I have examined what I've done wrong in the past, and I have tried my best to like I wouldn't say fix myself, but that is pretty much what it is. You take a step back and look what you're doing is wrong and you fix it. And ever since I've done that, everything has been okay, and it's been great with my boyfriend, and we're very happy. Like, we work out our problems within, like, I think the longest we've been mad is a night because we both accidentally fell asleep. But then we worked it out in the morning, and that's a healthy relationship. Just being able to work out your problems as quick as possible and be happy again. Because holding it against each other and bringing up old bad stuff never works, and you're never going to get anywhere. I know when you bring up old stuff in a fight, you think that's giving you more justice for your fight and that it makes you feel better. It makes you feel like you're more entitled to be mad right then. But no, that's not what you should do. Bringing up old stuff only makes fights worse, only makes things get more intense, and makes things last longer. And you don't want that, dude. You don't want that. If you want a healthy relationship, you want to be able to work problems out without blaming each other. Like, yeah, it's okay to talk about, like, what you did hurt my feelings, but, like, you can't sit there and keep turning things around on each other and being like, well, if you didn't do this way back, like, 2 months ago, I wouldn't have done that, and then you wouldn't have done this. Like, no. That's not getting you anywhere. It's not gonna work out like that. So, just, if you think you're being emotionally abused, you gotta, like, talk it out with them. Don't call them abusers. That will just make them way more insecure and sad. Talk to them about what they've been doing has just been hurtful, and that you want it to work out and you want to fix it, and just, yeah, don't just freak out on them, because that's gonna not help at all. But, you know, if it's so bad that, like, when you fight they're taking pills or they're threatening to cut themselves or kill themselves, then maybe it's time to break up. That's another thing. If they've ever said, like, if you broke up with me, I'd definitely kill myself, that's abuse. That is 100% abuse right there. That is making you feel like if your feelings ever changed, you wouldn't be able to change anything because you'd be scared about them killing themselves, and then you just will end up sticking around for a long time, making yourself unhappy inside, and then just things crumble down when you do that, when you hide your feelings in for that long. You gotta take care of yourself before you take care of anyone else. I've learned that the hard way. You really, really need to take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. You are the most important thing to your mind, and you can't put somebody who threatens to kill themselves above your own wellness. Another thing is if they're always kind of like breaking up with you, and then they like break up with you, and then 2 days later they're like, oh my god, I love you so much, please take me back, blah blah blah. That is them. Or if they offer to take breaks and stuff like that, they don't want to break, they want to break up. But the reason they're calling it a break is because they want to see if they can handle it without you. I think breaks in relationships are ridiculous. After I've been through breaks in relationships, I think it's ridiculous. It doesn't make you feel better. It doesn't help. It makes you... Literally, the point of breaks in a relationship is just to see if you can handle it without the other person. That's all they're there for. Just my suggestion for a healthy relationship is to just be aware of each other's needs and make sure that you are taking care of each other and that you're not hurting each other on the daily. Just be aware of yourself. You can't blame them for everything. Try to take the blame when it's your fault. They're not always the one wrong. Sometimes you are wrong. And once you accept that sometimes you're wrong, the happier relationships will be and the quicker you will work things out. There won't be fighting for days on end, and it won't be as emotional. Another thing is, when they fight with you, if they just ignore you, they like refuse to work it out, they just kind of put you in the silent treatment no matter what you say, until they say like that one token thing that what they want you to say. It's like, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. Like if they pressure you into apologizing when you don't need to apologize. Another thing is, if when you guys get in a fight, they're very rude to you. They say very mean things. It doesn't matter what you're mad about. And if they just can never understand why you're mad, maybe they're not the one for you, because the person you love should be able to understand things that make you upset. And just to know when to break up is like when you just don't feel happy every day. Like when you talk to them, you're not happy. You feel like you're putting up with them. That's when you know that you're falling out of love with them. That what they've done has just pushed you to an edge. And that you're not happy anymore. And like, don't beat them up about that, and just, if you need to end it, I suggest just ending it and not dragging it along and not trying to work it out in your head, because once you hit the feelings of not being happy anymore, they usually don't go away. It just kind of gets, you just kind of like this middle ground of fighting yourself because your inner body's like, I'm not happy. But then your other body's like, well, you can't leave them because they said that they'd kill themselves or something like that. And then you just feel trapped. You feel stuck in a box. And then that can cause you to turn into an abuser just because you're stuck in this situation, and so you're lashing out at them and you're fighting with them all the time and you're saying horribly mean things to them. And you don't want to be this way, but because you are so unhappy internally, that's what happens, and you feel terrible. And then you don't want to be like that. So if you get that feeling, just end it. It's easier to just end it than to drag it on. You're dragging that person on and they think you're still madly in love with them. Another thing is, if you feel like they choose other people more than you, like, and they tell you things like that they enjoy talking to other people more than they enjoy talking to you, and that all this stuff, like if they just make you feel bad about yourself, that is emotional abuse. And you don't need that. Girl or boy, go out there and find somebody that is going to treat you like a king or queen or whatever, however you want to be treated. It's really better than being unhappy. And you will find somebody else. There are plenty of fish in the sea. If they mock you in any way, like, I know there's like teasing, like, oh, cute couple teasing, but like if they're like actually making fun of you for something, that's not love. They're just getting off on like making you feel bad. Like, that's the thing. If they get off on making you feel bad, like it's like their mission to just make you upset about something. You don't need that. If they don't support you with the things you like, and like they make fun of you for it, or they call the stuff you like dumb, and they just make you feel bad for liking something, whether it's like a singer, like if you like Justin Bieber and your significant other is like, that's so stupid, he's so like dumb and blah blah blah, I hate him. You're just like, well, I like him, okay? Like, it doesn't matter if they don't like them, they can respect that you like them. Or it's whether you like video games or something and they're telling you video games are stupid. Like, if you love somebody, you're going to be interested in what they're interested. Whether you don't like it, like, you'll still like respect that that other person likes that thing, and you're going to support them with it. You're not going to make fun of them with it. If they won't even talk through the problems that you think is going on in your relationship, you're being emotionally abused. They are invalidating your feelings, and they're not taking you seriously, and that's not good either. Like, you deserve to be taken seriously. That's all. And this video is really long now, so I'm going to end it And if you want to see pictures of this look, I'm going to like curl my hair too and like put a choker on or something and take artsy photos and post it on my Simply Lovely aesthetic account. I'm doing like a 30-day makeup challenge thing. Yeah, if you want to see that, that's on that. I hope this video was helpful, and if you think you're being an emotional abuser, just try to look at your actions and try to fix what you're doing and apologize if you need to. Do what you need to do to make yourself feel better, and don't let anybody hold it against you, because people can change. You can change for the better. You're not always going to be who you were yesterday. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you that you can't change and that you're always going to be terrible or something like that, okay? No. Just, you're insecure at some point of level that you are emotionally abusing your significant other, and you need to get it under control. And once you do that, your life will be so much easier. You'll be in such a more loving relationship, and it will be better. And just, yeah, I hope everything works out for you guys. Okay, love you!
And she said, I don't think I love you no more. You never seem to call me lately.